my name is Chelsea Arns, and I am an entrepreneur. I own a tutoring company, and I'm also a mindset, goals, and accountability mentor. And I'm a mom. I have 3 kids. I had my first baby, and then 9 months later found out I was pregnant with my second, and lo and behold, 9 months later I was pregnant again. So I actually used to work all the time. Like I was doing like 12, 13-hour days. I actually had to let go of a lot of the control, even though it's like complete chaos 90% of the time. They teach me to really like slow down and just enjoy life. I started a tutoring business because when I was younger, I had purchased my own tutor. Then all of a sudden it was like, oh my God, I can be smart and I can get good grades. And I love the idea of accomplishing things that I once didn't think I could. And then I heard about this opportunity to start a tutoring company citywide, and I kind of just knew that it was the right fit for me. So before I had started my business, I was working 2 different jobs so that I could take a good chunk of my income and use it to invest in my business down the road. So that's something that I would say is 1, never spend above your means. 2, always pay your credit cards off on time. And then number 3, be open to bank loans, to grants, to private investors, and really just being open to receiving and to accepting a little bit of help along the way. We had invested about $60,000 into the business. Because it was based on a franchise, I was actually told how much money I needed to have down for investing. I would literally just get emails from the bank saying like, oh, you're eligible for this line of credit. And I always had just ignored them. But I had a really awesome accountant who was able to explain to me how they worked. And so I'd opened up a line of credit at a couple different banks, and that was the money that I had used to help me start my business. My goal the year before I had become a mother was to first do $60,000 a year in my business, and then it was $100,000 a year. But my ultimate goal was that in 5 years, we would be doing $1 million a year. Actually, from about the first year, I was able to pay off all of my debts and any of the loans that I had took out to invest into the business. And then by the 3rd year, we were fully profitable. And then in our 5th year, doing $1 million a year in revenue, I was able to make even more money than my partner was for the first time. And he was actually able to quit his job and start his dream job. And so I recommend that everybody out there, even though 5 years does seem far away, is to have a 5-year goal plan. So I created the Align Planner and Journal, which is a planner that helps somebody to work on their personal development skills. It helps them to map out their yearly goals and really work on executing them every single day. One tip that I would take from the Align Planner and Journal is to really decide what it is that you want to have. Put yourself in the position of your future self who has already achieved your goals. What would you be doing today, and how would you be acting? What can I do today to help me get there a little bit? Because it's those consistent efforts over time that are really going to pay off. So when I knew that I wanted to go full in with my second business, and now I had 2 businesses to fund, I had heard about grants. I think the best thing that you can do to get a grant is to still do what you need to do in your business, because a lot of the grants that I got weren't given to me so that I could go and fulfill certain actions in my business. They were just to reimburse me for the upgrades that I was doing in my business. They want to see that you're already doing these things, and they want to kind of reimburse and reward you for that. I think the most rewarding part of this journey is that, at one point I worked all the time, and now my business essentially works for me. I get to wake up every morning and I get to have breakfast with my family. I think that being an entrepreneur has impacted my kids because they can see me take an idea or see me, make decisions and know that there's really nothing that stops you. And then they know that they can have an idea and they can roll with it and believe in themselves and they can bring something to life.